Now we're ready for the second presentation. That is going to come from Emily Knudsen with Pleasant Grove Pizza Farm.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. Thanks for having me. I am actually outside sitting under, it's raining here. I don't know if it's raining anywhere else or where anybody else is, but I'm sitting outside under our stage in the seating area. I'll kind of give a quick swivel view for those of whom have not been here before. Behind me is the barn where you order pizzas and the oven room. And we're located, for those of you who may not know, we're located north out of Waseca, and we're a pizza farm. We turned our hobby into a pizza farm. It's still a pizza. It's still a hobby farm, I guess, a little bit too. We've got some animals, walking trails, and we make homemade, handmade, wood-fired pizzas. And we invite families, or anybody, you know, couples, girlfriends, whomever, out to sit and dine in our lawn, basically, and to bring everything. So, okay, I'm gonna go quick, 6 minutes. So, kind of want to start out through the pandemic. I think what we learned is that people are appreciating the outdoors and good food, or finding that they are more appreciating the outdoors as well as good food. And here at PGPF, we offer both. So we're a destination for families, friends, couples, girls' night outs, all of it, you name it, you know, everyone comes. So with that, we took a good hard look at how we could grow and come out on the stronger end of COVID, right? Because it was really hard on a lot of small businesses, restaurants in particular. So here's a few things that we've done. We have expanded our menu, and not hugely, but we added a dessert pizza. We added the basic cheese pizza. I called that It Ain't Easy, being cheesy. And then just a pepperoni sausage or pepperoni and then sausage, or wait, I'm sorry, what? Pepperoni plus mushroom and a sausage where you can add mushroom as well. We then right away offered pickup, and that was amazing. That was really amazing, you guys. I never would have dreamed that we would do the numbers that we would do and just pick up alone. And our local community, the Waseca, the town of Waseca, as well as Waterville, Morristown, and Lake Elysian, and even Janesville, super supportive of the pickup. And then also we got people from the cities, from Mankato and farther out. So that is something that we are keeping, is pick up during the hours that we're open, which I should say, we are open Thursdays 4 to 8, and right now this gets a little complicated, so please follow, like us on Facebook, and watch for updates on the website. We opened up Fridays and Saturdays through June because we lost all of our private events. So right now, Thursday 4 to 8, Friday 4 to 8, Saturday 4 to 8, and Sundays 1 to 7. But starting in July, it'll just go back to our normal regular hours of Thursdays and Sundays. So then as well, we created, with the pickup, we learning that people are coming from over an hour away, let's say from like the cities, we decided to create a par-baked pizza. And that is, we cook the crust, and then in the oven, we pull it out, and then we top it with the ingredients, wrap it up, and send it home with people, and they finish cooking the pizza for, depending on the pizza, but, we'd say 500 degrees for, 5 to 7 minutes. Doesn't take long. And then, super fun, we created kids pizza kits. And so that would be all the raw ingredients, the dough, the sauce, the cheese, and we offered cheese, sausage, pepperoni, We put them in a cute little box, and you take them home, and the kids roll the dough and prep the pizza and cook it in the oven as well. And that has gone well. And then a huge thing too is we worked on boosting social media, specifically my Google account. I had no idea the wonders Google could do for a business, and I'm very happy and satisfied. As well, oh, here's something really fun. I'm working with AURI currently. We are planning on canning and selling our pizza sauce. So watch out for that in the near future. And then also we are continuing delivery to Half Pint Brewing Company. And again, that was part of the menu expansion too. And then also, what the Half Pint Brewing Company, for those of you who don't know, they're located just like a mile and a half southwest of here. And something awesome that he learned was that he can deliver beer. So he is now delivering beer here now that we've been open, since the beginning of June. He's delivering beer here on Sundays from 2 to 6. So you just get on your mobile unit and order the beer that you want, and they drive it down. So that's something really fun and new and exciting. And last Sunday it was very popular. So keep that in mind. Let's see, another thing we're doing, we're working with, a local boutique in town, Zinnia's, and we're going to host a pop-up event out here for her. So we're getting more into collaborating with local businesses, along with, there's something fun coming up with Trio as well. I'm really excited. I can't say a lot right now, but again, watch our Facebook page. And what else? Oh, here's the biggest one, I believe. We've gone mobile. And I think this has always kind of been a dream for us, but yet feeling like daunting. But we thought, you know what, we got to go mobile. This is big. This is people. There's a calling for our pizza, out there in the world, more as much as we want to be here, but and we want people to come here. So many people have asked us throughout the years, why don't you go mobile? Come here, come there, sell pizzas at my party or this or that. And we did it. So we got just a 10-day special event permit. And so right now, so what that means is for the year, we can only go out 10 times. And basically we are booked up to 8. But we're also working on a certified mobile unit, so we can not be limited to just 10 special events. And working with the state for that, trying to find the right vehicle, our trailer, how does all this work? How do you, those ovens are big, they're heavy. Trying to find the right oven and the right vehicle to go mobile is kind of where we're at right now. And so to wrap it up, again, I'm going to kind of go out here. I'll show you guys. I'm going to do a little walk around so everyone can see. We have plenty of space for everyone. So we ask you to come out. We invite you to come out and enjoy our farm, enjoy time in nature. And we've got some animals. We have the walking trails. And it's really a good time. That's the stage. We have live music on Sundays. And then, this weekend, actually, okay, let me fix this. We have Aiden Sharp and Mariah Joe coming out Friday, 5 to 7, and then Sunday is Ditch Creek Dixie. So that'll be fun. And I think that maybe the last thing, and Megan kind of touched on this too, and it really resonated with me. She said with BMI or BNI, sorry, I don't know what it is, growing too fast, networking. And I definitely see that we've come a long way since the beginning of 2020, and even these new ideas that we're incorporating into our business. And the fear of growing too fast is real, and I'm experiencing that. And it's not a bad thing. It's just, how do you it's learning how to maintain that, right? Maintaining duties and staff, and events and all that. Oh, we do private events. At the correct pace without losing yourself and losing balance in your life, right? So I think that wraps it up. Oh, thanks. I think that kind of wraps it up for me. I think I hit everything for the most part. Here's one kitty.
Well, thank you, Emily. As before, we'll open it up for questions. You can raise your hand in chat or type something, or raise your hand using the participants section, or type something in chat, and then I'll call on you to ask your question.
Oh.
Emily, while I'm looking for people to raise their hand, I wanted to ask, what started the partnership between yourself and Half Pint?
Well, what goes better with pizza than beer, and what goes better with beer than pizza? And the awesome thing is that he's literally a mile and a half down the road. And I think the two of us that are the two businesses, they go together so well, right? We've definitely, I think, have created a destination for people, not only local people, but also people from out of town, as a place to come down and hang out. Because he as well, for those of you who don't know, he is a farm brewery as well. So he's got a facility. Oh, sorry guys, I gotta set this down. Okay. He's got his building is much like ours, a steel wood building. And it's nice. It's nice to go back and forth and it, again, enjoy pizza and beer and nature.
Okay. It looks like Bobby has his hand up.
Okay, I can't see questions, so I don't know if I'm supposed to be
Yeah,
reading.
can you hear
Oh,
me?
good, yes.
Yes. When you mentioned Google, you nailed it. I discovered Google a year ago by accident, and it was just through playing around with it, and it developed over 3 million followers
Oh my
in
God.
1 year. I know. So explore Google as much as you can. I mean, it
Yeah.
has an outreach. It has an outreach that is unbelievable. And
Yeah, it really is. Oh, and the other thing on top of Google, the other thing that I started using when June 1st came and everyone had to have reservations was Open Table. And that app has done wonders for my business as well. I guess I talked to a lady in the cities and I said, she was calling to make reservations, and I had asked her, do you use Open Table a lot? Do people in the cities use Open Table a lot? Because I seem to be getting a lot of reservations. And she said, oh, people just scroll it for fun. Like you're scrolling Facebook, to figure out where to go eat, and you're on there and you sound like an amazing place. And I'm like, oh, well, me and Open Table have a solid relationship now. And Google. Okay.
Yeah,
So
great.
I can't see these questions because of the stand I'm in. So I don't know if
I'll call on people to ask their questions out loud.
Thank you.
So and I'll just let you guys know we have 4 questions here. So I've got Mike, then Yvonne, then Christy, and then Megan. If you guys just want to ask your questions in that order.
Sure, you bet. And thanks for the presentation again today, Emily. So my question is, with going mobile, are you kind of equipping yourself for the next evolution of your business? Are you looking at maybe doing a food truck eventually?
Food truck seems a bit large. In my mind, here's my dream. I love those little Shasta campers. And I think it would be fun. It would be unique. We would stand out, paint them our red color, and then just have that be a prep area and some sort of, we're working on the oven situation. So a food truck, I don't I don't know, I can't say. But right now in the near future, not a food truck. But then again, 5 years ago, we never thought we'd go mobile either. So it's a great question that I can't fully answer right now.
Okay. And sorry, before Yvonne, it looks like Erin Berry had her hand up. Erin, did you still have a question?
Yeah, well, I think you answered that because that was about reservations, but you just talked about open table. And
Yep.
then I know you are up in the air about the food truck, but I know here in Montgomery, Pizzeria 201 has food trucks.
Yeah.
So they might be a contact to talk about what kind of oven research they've done and get some information from them.
Yeah.
So that's all I had. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. And then actually Gary Schott had his hand up for a while too. I missed that.
No problem. Hey, two things, Emily, and again, great job. Thanks for coming back. One, on the reservation and having been out there in the flow of things, how does that work with reservations without people? You have such an open environment have you had any problem screening people, say, hey, they just show up and you still serve them? Of course, you have really open capacity. How's that work?
Yeah, so we have open table, but then we also promote walk-up reservations as well. And that's just taking their name and number once they come up. Because everybody's really good about saying, oh, I have a reservation, or I don't have a reservation, but can I be here? And basically the reservation is a head count for us, right? So in our open space, we can have over a couple hundred people. So there's, and never at one time are we at capacity here, right? And I think that's the struggle too with businesses, is with the reservations, that offering walk-up has been big. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing, meeting the numbers. Oh, we just had our best weekend ever last weekend, by the way. So that's amazing. And that is because, again, because we have such an open outdoor dining space, people feel safe. So yeah, we regulate that flow. The people have reservations.
But in terms, I'm not totally up to speed that with the COVID parameters outside, aren't you supposed to be at like a 50% capacity or something like that, or is that removed? I'm not totally up to speed, so I apologize. Has that been
250 people? That's why I said we never meet capacity here.
All right, so you can you can meet capacity. I was thinking that still, whatever the capacity that you have as a restaurant, that you could only be a portion of that capacity. That's not true anymore?
Gary, I don't know what's true anymore.
Good point.
I keep in contact with my food and health gal out of Waseca a couple times a week. And for outdoor gatherings, it's 250 people.
Okay.
That's where 250 people.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah.
And Yvonne had a very related question.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could talk a little bit about how you're keeping your visitors safe when they visit, kind of what sort of things are happening as they come in and stuff before they go get seated.
Yeah. So we have the hand washing sink. We have signs up that say dine 6 feet apart, which that's just a natural thing to do out here anyways. For those of you who've been here, you don't cozy up next to your another group, right? It's always been a safe distance apart, right? Because it's kind of like this private gathering that you have with whomever you come. So it's just natural. It's kind of like going to a park. You don't just sit down on the picnic table right next to somebody typically, right? So that's just natural in and of itself. We have hand sanitizer. And then on the webpage, I do say, bring your own hand sanitizer. I recommend, we have it, but I recommend you bring your own hand sanitizer. And then, we're cleaning everything and down, every 30 minutes. And yeah, it's gone really good.
Awesome. Christy Foss was after Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne. My question for you was, would you basically just share some of your contact information? I'd love to Okay, perfect. I'd love to chit chat with you just a little bit about your event coming up with Trio, and possibly doing a live remote, or even promoting the event. So I can contact you a little bit later today and we can talk some more about that if you'd be interested.
Yeah. So you can message me on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Pleasant Grove Pizza Farm. Our email is pleasantgrovePizzaFarm@gmail. You can call me. My number is out there everywhere, but it's 715-523-0857. It's everywhere on the internet. Yes, I don't mind sharing it here. Yeah, so I guess one of those ways, just contact me.
You bet. Well, I'll contact you a little bit later today.
Okay.
And then, Michael just dropped your Facebook page into chat here for us. So thanks, Michael. And then it looks like Megan Holt had a question here. And then after that, one of the organizers can ask our last question. Megan?
Yeah, it's a pretty simple question. So you mentioned you have par-baked pizzas. Have you had folks, buy a few of those and then freeze any at home? Like, are you able to freeze them and bake them later, or do they have to be baked right away when you get home?
That's a good question. No, not that I know of. Nobody's has frozen one, and we haven't done that either. So I guess there's an idea that maybe I need to write down. How does that work? Yeah. A few years ago, I thought about, selling frozen pizzas, but then you need that machine that flash freezes everything, and that's way out of budget. But I guess I've never even tried just freezing one in my freezer. So thank you, Megan.
Okay, and then can one of the organizers ask our last question?
Emily, I'll ask the last question, but before that, I wanted to go back to your point about growing too fast, right?
Yeah.
My company grew 700% from year 2 to year 3.
Oh my goodness.
I was found by my employees one morning sitting in a corner. I'd fallen asleep after spending the whole night in the office. So I know I know where you're coming from, and I know what it is you're afraid of. I've been through the valley of darkness, right?
Yeah.
It was crazy. I'll reach out to you to chat a little bit more, but the main thing I was gonna talk about was finding those right-hand people, those people that you can really trust with different aspects of the business.
Yes.
And getting those folks up to speed as quickly as you can, and to where you feel comfortable letting them go do their thing without you having to check on everything and be involved in everything. You got to get yourself out of that middle thing.
Yeah. Yep.
And that was the real key for me, and why my business is still around 26 years later, and why I'm still around 26 years later.
I love hearing that.
And so what can we as a community do for you?
Great question. Best question. The best thing that the community can do is continue supporting small businesses. Eat local, shop local, buy local, right? Because it just keeps all of us going. And then, I guess that's just keep the unity in community.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your presentation.